just as it started, it's already doing worse than Arc Raiders. I'm not shocked, but at the same time, not, you know, particularly impressed. I don't know what you call it. It's just the way this game was just sad, in my opinion. They have good aspects of this game that I think could work, and I think it can work, but they put it in a genre that it's oversaturated and it's complete slop. I don't like slop. I do not like live service. I do not like the kind of games that people you see right now play right now. I do not like this weird Tarkov style gameplay. I don't like the battle royale all the time. I think it was most simple back then, was just battle royale. But now we're going to this weird Tarkov gun autism bullshit, and I don't want to deal with that. Personally, I don't want to deal with that. Even if I was into these games, I personally think it's oversaturated. People are fucking tired of these types of games because people don't want to deal with them no more. Who wants to deal with more slop? I think people want to have a game with a good story. People want that. Now, there are some aspects of the lore currently that seems quite okay, but it's changing from perspective. Instead of having, your enemy is the AI, or a race of aliens. Basically what people don't understand with the lore of Marathon is the Marathon lore is basically Halo before Halo. All the enemy types you see with it are just so close to what Halo characters were. All of them were, kind of. Like the engineers or the Yarrow. I don't know, I forgot what I call them. But the names are kind of hard on like a Marathon. They named them weird to seem different because you gotta remember this was made back in the early 90s. So this was made by a bunch of nerds who were into books and sci-fi novels too much. So there's a reason why Halo, in my opinion, still has a better lore than Marathon in a way. But it's more dumbed down, of course. With Marathon, it's something that you have to read a lot. It's like, I could play the games, but I feel like I gotta read the lore on a separate thing because I just couldn't get into that, when I'm playing a game, because I have to read it out because it's like a book. At that point, you might as well be reading a book. And back in those times, it made sense, but we're in modern era. We can easily fix that, but they're not making a remake. They're not making a remaster. They're just making this. And, it's different from like, as I said, the AIs and the aliens to the I said it before in my video, but it's like they're changing from like, oh, you're basically the AI and all that. You could say, you're a robot, you're synthetic, and you have to deal with the live service slop. What I'm showing you on the screen right now, because it just came out right now, just a little bit ago, and this is like a little under half of what Arc Raiders have. And that's not good, especially when compared to Arc Raiders and, this game. This game needs to have a lot of people to break even at least. Because if not, I guarantee this game won't last that long. It won't be a Concord 3. I don't think it'll be that bad. But I don't think it's going to last that long if it doesn't do well. It's that kind of game where I think enough people are enjoying it, but I don't think it's going to be enough to save it. To be honest, like the genre is oversaturated, like I said, and I'm tired of it, and many others are tired of it. I just want a game that's fun. It's not too hard to ask. People want to have fun games. I don't want to play a game that I'm constantly sweating, having to worry about all this weird shit with you don't have this loadout or whatever, you're left behind. I don't like that FOMO aspect. I really hate that. I'm someone who played GTA 5. I played GTA Online. I got tired of it after a while. Because when you deal with the oppressor and then people using those weird nuke things, you just get tired of it. You just get fucking tired of it. And it's very hard to make money on that game. So I guarantee this game's going to be very sweaty. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just not. And until something impresses me, something wows me, maybe the next few updates have more story-based missions or something fun. But no, they're going with the extraction shooter slop, which I really hate extraction shooters so goddamn much. I hate them so much. I really do. I think they're one of the biggest slop titles you could think of. It's like the new normie shit. It's like when people play Call of Duty. It's like, I like Call of Duty, but it's that kind of shit where I treat it like a normie shit. Like, I feel like Marathon and Halo is like those games you had to be more into like lore and maybe even the way the game, because like older Halo games are very slow with their time to kill, so you actually have to think. And Marathon, it's almost like Call of Duty, where it's just the time to kill is just too fast, and whoever gets to you first wins. And that's what makes it so annoying, because Marathon was Halo. Marathon was pre-Halo. As I said, it's the, what Dark Souls was, what was, before Dark Souls was Demon Souls. And before Demon Souls, it was, what's that one game called? Kingsfield. Those games are all connected spiritually. That's where all, people like to say, oh, Demon Souls was the first one that did that. No, that was Kingsfield. Kingsfield was the game that started the Soulsborne games. It had all the aspects of it. People like to say that, oh, it was the guy who recently got into the, and From Software, Miyazaki, I think his name is. I'm sorry about names, but they say that he's the one that made the games. Like, no. He's not the ones that made this kind of game. He just made the story of it. The gameplay was always something that From Software was known for. Look at Armored Core. It's designed to be difficult. It's kind of hard to get people into Armored Core when people are like, man, this game's too hard. It's like, yeah, because it's FromSoft. What do you expect? I'm going off topic of that, but yeah, this game's already seemed like it's already dead on arrival. I was watching a couple of live streams on TikTok, and there's nobody watching them. Like, legitimately, it's kind of sad. I tried YouTube. The problem is I don't trust the view count, because on YouTube Live now, people are now starting to view bot on YouTube because of the way YouTube system's working. Because, all that weird AI shit's basically destroyed the algorithms where you can't grow naturally. You either have to view bot or you have to know somebody to get you views. Yeah, they're kind of mad because what happened was the SummerSlam didn't save any of their premium stuff. So I'm seeing all these people like going around their menus, showing their the menu screen, not the gameplay, but the menu, trying to find the stuff that they got within the SummerSlam, and it's not there. So some of them seem kind of pissed and trying to hide their emotions. A lot of them, if you ask them questions about the issues with Marathon, most of them are, trying to act calm, but I could tell inside they're very upset. And that's understandable. Marathon, some of these people read it, but, I asked like a few of them, and some of them didn't even play the games. And I'm not saying you have to play the game specifically, because when you truly think about it, Marathon's essentially, if you took Doom and added a few more stuff to it. And, what Halo was. That's about it. It has more lore. But outside of that, it's just basically Doom. And, it seems like the game to be fun to play if you like Doom games. But, there's a reason why most people play Doom over Halo and the not Halo, but Marathon. See, I can't see the difference because they're kind of the same in certain ways. There's a reason why, like, on Halo 1, you start to see a major shift in the gameplay and how it was running. And then when Halo 2 came out, it changed even more. And then it slowed their time to kill to be different from the other genres. Now, of course, they won't do that again on the newer Halos, even though they should do that, because Halo should be slow, in my opinion, because it's more tactical when you think about it in certain ways, but it can be more fun because of the physics. Marathon, it's not like that. They're trying to change it up because they won't make it too much like Halo, because, Microsoft owns Halo and the rights, and, probably don't want to get sued. But, yeah, I'm just seeing, like, the people playing right now, and they seem kind of disappointed. I'm not seeing much fun with it. Even if I wanted to play it, I wouldn't pay the money. Like, I feel like this game, $40 is like, no, I'll wait for that, even if I wanted to play it. It's just too much. I should have actually tried the Server Slam, actually, but, I literally, it wasn't appealing enough to make me want to play it. I have a PC that can play, but I'm just like, I don't want to touch it. It doesn't seem like the game for me, because it's a distraction shooter shit. I don't want to sweat my ass off. I don't want to get in a game, and you have to communicate a lot with people, and that's fine. But it's like, I'm sorry, it's just no. I'm not gonna try to force myself into teams. It's MLG shit. It's really ruined like first person shooters and shooters in general. Competitive games have ruined the FPS genre. Because everybody wants to be like this pro gamer, gold rank, all this shit. No, I still play Halo Reach and fucking 3 to this fucking day. And that's because Halo is just fun. I can play on PC and there's still people playing it. There are still people playing it. Because people like it. It's fun. The Forge mode's fun. The custom games is fun. I mostly play custom games on Halo. Sometimes I do play a PvP match, but it's like most of the time I just play custom games because I don't want to fucking sweat the whole time because there's too many tryhards. Everybody wants to be a fucking tryhard. And I know Marathon's going to have these tryhards. And you can say, well, they're going to have that reset thing, but at the same time, it's like, it seems a little bit too quick. Maybe you should make it where, I don't know, make it where you can sell the stuff before it resets to where you can have, like, points. And then you can buy, like, maybe the stock guns in general. So you don't have to deal with all the, the tryhards. Because that's another thing. You have to deal with the FOMO. I stopped playing GTA because of the FOMO. I don't want to deal with the fucking FOMO of the game. God, I'm looking at this like right now on my phone, and it's just 69,000 people. And this is like the game is just coming out. So a lot of people bought this already. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to cut this game after a few days. And once they do that, this game is going to go down, in my opinion, under 5,000. In my opinion. This game, it's just that kind of game where it's going to have a niche people, and it's not going to be as like bad as like Concord or what they call Concord 2 or whatever, but it's not going to do well. That means that the service may stay up for maybe a year or two, maybe, or they may have to do a major pivot and try to make it into something else, maybe put some campaigns in the mode. I don't, that's another thing I noticed with these distraction shooters. Why don't they have a mode? And I'm not sure if they have it like Arc Raiders or Tarkov, but it seems like they don't have a mode where you can go on the mode specifically just to test out all the guns. Just test them out, see how it feels. Maybe you want to like warm yourself up and go in like the map in like a free mode. Just by yourself. Because they really need stuff like that on those games. Because, you want to test out the game before you play it. And, adjust the settings. And I know some people are going to complain about the UI, which I don't know about the UI. I don't like distraction shooters. The way I know is that the way this is looking already with this game, It seems like it's dead on arrival. I don't care to say it. I know some people may hate me in the comments, but it's true. It's dead on arrival. It's just gone.